investigate the tragedy. She learns that Ronald heard voices, that he also moved to the basement, that he killed his family after 28 days, and that the police found a notebook with the same spelling she had seen on the fridge magnets. Afterward, she researches the house and learns a reverend built it under the pretense to take care of the Native Americans when actually he abused them through various methods, including the weird contraption Michael had found in the basement. Kathy rushes to see Calloway to share this information, and Calloway admits he hadn't believed Ronald when he came with the same problem, but he believes it now, meaning Kathy needs to get her family out of the house immediately. Meanwhile, George is finally tired of the whispers and begins knocking down the basement wall with a hole in it. On the other side, he finds a bunch of worms and a second wall, which he also knocks down to find the room he had seen in his dream. Here George finds the ghosts of all the Native Americans that the Reverend had killed. At the end of the corridor, George finds the spirit of the Reverend himself, who reenacts the night of his death. He had ended things so his presence would live forever in the house, and now he can possess George. Suddenly George wakes up and goes to answer the ringing phone, but as soon as he hears Kathy asking him to leave the house, George tears the phone off the wall. Kathy rushes back to the house and finds George in the boathouse, looking for spirits in the water with a flashlight to get rid of them with the boat propeller. When Kathy calls his name, George turns around and blinds her with the flashlight, making her fall into the water. Her hair gets stuck in the boat's propeller, and when George checks on her, he sees a demonic face and turns on the propeller to get rid of it. Kathy struggles against the hold until George finally sees her real face and lets her go. Kathy runs into the house and finds Chelsea in the basement, where they discover coffins for the whole family. George suddenly shows up acting creepily, prompting Kathy and Chelsea to run away and meet with the boys to try to escape. George grabs a weapon and begins chasing after them, easily pushing away every obstacle the family throws his way. The family can't find an exit because all the doors and windows close on their own, and eventually George catches up to them to grab and hit Kathy, only to let go of her when Billy hits him in return. Chelsea guides the family upstairs so they can escape through her window, which is open because it used to be Jody's. They climb on the roof, and when George shows up to follow them, Billy tears off a piece of metal